Hello, everybody. It's Joanna Intarazem here from joannatransformation.com, and happy Monday to you all. Today is day 326 out of 366 days to transform all fears back into love and truly to beyond. And we are finishing up a multi-day series on your vulnerability is literally the gold mine of your happiness. And what I have been learning and being reminded of over and over again is that our deepest vulnerabilities, if we choose to be non defended about them, if we choose to open up to them and let them in and share them and be intimate with them, are the big jewels that give us so much of our life force back. Because as we can look around and see that our culture does a really good job at avoiding vulnerability or acting out from not facing vulnerability. That's part of the reason I was inspired to do this special segment on vulnerability fears. So we're on the last one today, which is the vulnerability of the when you feel a fear of being rejected, the whole landscape of that. And so I want to open up and share with you a little bit that I have certainly dealt with this fear many times in my life. I think most of us who have early abandonment issues of some kind or another, which is most of the population, um, excluding maybe about 10%, according to some of the research that I've seen, um, it's it's hard not to have that fear of being rejected. And it has certainly come up for me at various times in my life, in partnership, in relationship, all of that. And so the question is like, how do we really work with that? So for me, um, I had to get really honest with myself about what particular aspect of myself I was afraid that would be rejected. And for me, often it was my capacity to be powerful or to feel deeply. Those were the two areas that I got some mixed signals about growing up. And so I carried around a fear of being rejected if I was powerful, um, and or if I felt deeply and or intensely. Those are not bad things, and I'm sure the things that you're afraid of being rejected for are not bad things either. But we do carry these attachments that they will become something rejectable. So, to be very clear about what the particular fear is that you're afraid of will be rejected, and then to ask yourself, which is the thing I've had to do, is what relationship do I currently have with that particular fear of being rejected? Am I fully welcoming in my own power? Am I fully in command of and open to and in acceptance of my um, capacity to feel deeply and intensely? And if I'm really honest with myself, I can tell you that I wasn't during the times that I most felt afraid of being rejected by others for the same thing. And of course, we all know that sometimes we project out the fears that we have when they're really the ones that we have going on inside. But it's always a good reminder to really turn that back around and look at it, even if you're farther down the evolutionary path or you've done a lot of inner work, to become more and more clear about where still that might come up for you is still a golden ticket in terms of getting more life force back, more sweetness back, more energy back. So just a little inquiry for you today to get clear on where that might still be going on and how you can best navigate it, and see and asking yourself, am I fully open to that part of myself, whatever that rejected self fear part is? Am I feeling it all the way? Am I open to it? Am I in command of it? How do I work with it? How do I relate to it? How, am I continuing to deepen my practice of working with it? So these are all the important questions to ask. And if there is a rat's nest, a little place where you have a fear of being rejected, hopefully these questions will kind of help like pull it apart a little bit more so that you can have more peace, more clarity, more fulfillment, and ultimately more self-acceptance and love, which is what I have been able to gain through continuously coming into inquiry and dialogue with these parts. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Thank you for your comments, your shares, your suggestions, and thank you for this journey that we've been on together in terms of vulnerability. It's been wonderful, it's been deepening, and I appreciate it so much. So thank you, take care. See you again tomorrow.